Yeah, what's good? This your boy Whispy Woodz. In this video, you guys, we're going to ask a simple question and solve a couple of connections on why certain things are the way they are. Now, I'm going to ask you something. Why? Okay, why would something as significant as CJ, okay, that being Carl Johnson, okay, why would this Easter egg being tied to one of the most significant people in GTA and especially San Andreas, why would it be tied to toothpaste? Think about it. Because in this episode, we will decode a bit of why teeth are important. And this is the happy teeth dentistry, okay? Now, what I'm going to show you here very briefly is a connection, okay? A very small but very significant connection as to why we need to pay attention to segregations of names and why names are one of the biggest sources of information when it comes to this mystery. And it's really no joke. The fact of the matter here is that even pain, okay, spelled a specific way, tying right back into a specific character in the past, okay, the past of Rockstar. Not GTA, but Rockstar's past. And this is why I'm saying a lot of the things are broad. It is not just tied to certain things within GTA 5. They even bring relevancy to games outside of their nature, but still within their craft. Now, the point here is that we need to understand that they connected a clue, okay, something we needed to pay attention to, aka an Easter egg, to something bigger that we needed to pay attention to, and that is teeth. Now, I want you to pay attention to something here, okay? Happy Teeth Dentistry. They have a logo of an open mouth filled with teeth, okay? Filled with teeth. Now, there's a duality and or a second business that mimics the same thing here, and it's very interesting that they have a logo, but their logo varies by very subtle things. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to something here, okay? The molestration, okay, dentistry, has the same logo here, all right, as the happy teeth dentistry. But I want you to pay attention to the fact that this logo down here, all right, is showing something, all right, showing something different. It's showing missing teeth. Missing teeth. I want you to think about that for a second, and we're going to take a look at why this can be relevant in many more ways than one.
He smokes like a fucking chimney. I don't know. Try it maybe one more time, just to be sure. Please don't. Huh? I told you, he smokes. That's all I know. I hope you've been flossing. Not the place. My teeth are perfect.
So once again, you guys realize within symbolism, okay, these things are seen throughout the map and even throughout the game and the story mode. But I want you guys to understand the connections here. Even seeing a crack on a tooth, okay, is telling you in so many ways that the tooth is relevant within symbols, okay? And within your ideal of symbols, you need to segregate and rearrange the truth in order to see deeper clues. Now, I've talked about Lester Crest before in many ways, but even when it comes down to the segregation, once again, of his name, all right, there are clues. And we have talked about this before. Me and Herbalist have even brought up the fact that crest, okay, can mean in so many forms a family crest or even crest within heraldry. But when it really, really comes down to it, crest, all right, is a toothpaste, all right? Once again, tying names of characters to things that have to do with each other. So now we understand seeing CJ on a toothpaste tube was relating a clue to another clue. Now, within my earliest video of understanding segregation and rearranging, there was a person that I brought up, okay, a long time ago, and his name was William Sadler, okay? And this had to do with, once again, a connection from things within the game, aka a Sadler truck, to ideals, okay, dealt within the game, like Universal Clues of 1969. But even realizing the Year Rancher book was part of our process here within realizing this clue. Now we're going to realize an even deeper clue within this, and that he was closely tied within the Kellogg's family, okay? Sadler married Kellogg's niece, okay? Now I want you to realize that he is tied to the co-inventor, all right, of cornflakes and Kellogg's. Now, why would Kellogg's be relevant within this mystery? I will show you why.
I think we need to talk. Oh no, not the heart-to-heart, not now. Acting a little odd. Yeah. Look, just leave a pamphlet on the table and I'll read it after breakfast. Responsibility. Man, all I want to do is eat. What does he want me to say? So, do we have an understanding? Kellogg's Corn Pop cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
I think we really got through to him.
Gotta have my pops.
So now that we understand a big part of our source material is linked, okay, linked to a big part of our clue now, okay, we need to realize that not only Aaron Paul, but even the colors, okay, tying right back into the clues, tie right back into Kellogg's. Now, the fact of the matter is that we're looking at Crest, okay, Crest. Now, when we realize that Crest is owned by a company called Procter & Gamble, we are going to go a bit deeper and realize who they are in connection and within common denominator, understanding certain clues and certain truths. Like their relation to Kellogg's, okay, be it that they actually sold the company Pringles, okay, Pringles to Kellogg's. Now, I want you guys to understand the relation between them is literally Pringles, okay? Pringles. Now, I know at this point a lot of people are saying this is complete bullshit, but I want you guys to stick around and understand what I mean about this, okay? Now, for those who feel as though the Illuminati and whatnot are more relevant clues within GTA and so on and so forth, even the P&G company, okay, ties right back into those elements, especially when it comes to symbolic nature. They actually had a few myths that were tied to 666 and even mirrored images, all right, and even the Church of Satan. Although there was no true evidence of this, there was a lot of speculation. Now, I want you guys to realize that every bit of this and religion and all that stuff is still relevant in what we're looking up. Now, I want you guys to see that when it comes down to it, Pringles, okay, is a segregation tool, no different than Crest, CJ, or even Payne. And this is Mr. Pastel Pringle, okay? Now, this man is very relevant, not only within the mystery, but GTA in general, okay? He played Trey Stewart, Playboy X, okay? Playboy X. Now, he played in a few other things aside from GTA 4. He was actually in Rescue Me, Unforgivable, and most notably within this mystery, Law and Order. Okay? Once again, another character tying right back into that show and the clues that we have seen before. But one huge segregation tool within understanding Mr. Pringle here is understanding a Playboy and a relation right back into GTA 5.
Please bring in the voice and likeness of Franklin, Michael, Trevor, aka
Yes.
Sean, Ned, and Steven making their way right now into the
Hi
mini mansion
guys!
right now.
Oh my god, this is so badass.
Congratulations on being the most successful. I mean, you guys just
Video game characters
you
ever.
just said "fuck you, Tetris," right? That's what you did.
Fuck. It's pride, man. You're part of the biggest thing in history.
That's
This is
true.
the biggest thing in entertainment history. Who cares about what money is or anything like that? You know, that's our business. We have our.
We're true
contracts, and that's
artists.
what
We
it
don't
is.
care about the money.
But
I heard that some of you have
Man, the
I'm early
success
on.
in the game, that a guy like my character Franklin, man, he comes from nothing to a whole lot of something. So that's like the best thing for me, is to see the progress of this guy. You know, to leave the
Yup.
hood and come to now he's living, looking over the water.
Most noted within Space Invaders is the description.
Now what we're looking at here, you guys, is a bit of the connection, okay? Now I want you guys to realize something. They put a lot of mansions in this game, okay? And they put a lot of accurate things that have to do with LA in this game, okay? But when I'm showing you things that are so closely tied to the Playboy mansion, okay? And all of the things that relate right back into Playboy X and all of the clues we've seen, we need to realize something. This Playboy mansion within GTA 5 was put here as a broader clue than we could actually understand, and it took a few things to actually realize that.
This is the Great Hall of the Playboy Mansion. It's where everyone kind of comes in. It's the central meeting place. This entryway leads to all the different rooms of the mansion, and I want to show you some of the rooms that people do not get to see. Let's go. As you can see, we are in the game room. It is one of my favorite places in the whole house. We have pinball machines. We have tons of games. We have a foosball table, which is really fun. We also have a pool table and just a lot of fun games in here for people to play. They're all free. They don't need any
Now, I want you guys to realize I'm not completely done with showing you guys that connection in general. And I will be coming right back into why Space Invaders is 10 times more relevant in what we had to pay attention to. But I want you to pay attention to something that I'm going to clarify right now, and that is the relevancy towards the clues that I've brought up before, like Philadelphia, and even ties to the past. Aunt Denise. We are going to take a close look at this woman and understand why she's relevant. And as we see here, this is GTA 5, the full cast and crew. We are going to do something very simple. We're going to go down to Aunt Denise, okay? I want you to understand Miss Janet Hubert, all right? Miss Janet Hubert was on a very well-known show, and it was called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, I want you guys to understand the connection here, okay? Because within The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, there was a few characters that were noted to be tied to Jeff Goldblum, like Mr. Will Smith. But in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, he played a teenager from
Philadelphia,
which once again brings a lot of relevancy to why we should have understood the Liberty Bell and ties right back into Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So as we continue here, I want you guys to pay attention to something in Franklin's kitchen here, and that is this calendar. Now, this is even more leeway to understand the clue towards Jeff Goldblum, and that is the year of the tiger. And as you can see, the year of the tiger when it comes to the Chinese zodiac amounts to a few dates, but one of the most significant dates is 1974, tying the clues right together. Now, what I find even more interesting is the year of the rooster and its date of 1969, a universal clue.